Hi, I'm Paris, back from hibernating most of this winter, and when I woke up I found it's still cold out and the air is still so dry. So I was very happy for the opportunity to review a humidifier. Thank you to Elechomes for sending me their latest model. Looks like this might just do the job of making my man cave here bearable again.
Epic Review Guys.
Thanks to the folks at Elechomes for sending me this model to try out. It looks very versatile. It does cold misting, warm misting, has a 6-liter capacity, and depending on the settings you put, it can run from 12 hours to 45 hours. Also has an aromatherapy option built in, goes for just over $100. Find out more about it at the link down below this video. Last winter I did a comparison review of portable heaters because it gets cold here in central Texas in the winter. But however warm it gets, when the humidity is low and the skin starts cracking and all that, what you really need is a humidifier. And the less expensive humidifier options I've tried out in the past, the issue with them is you leave it running, but you don't know what the humidity is. They'll just keep running and running until they run out of water. This one, right on the front in a big display, tells you the current humidity. That's going to be a great feature. Here's the humidifier out of the box. You can see it's a big tank, holds 6 liters of water. You can get access to it here. The cord's got to be about 5-6 feet long. We lift this off. The nozzle that sprays the cool or warm misted air out rotates 360 degrees. So however this is facing, you can spray the humidity in any direction that you like. This is the water tank. Lifts off. And with this, you have access to fill it up. Also, now I don't know if my hand's going to fit. They mention, though, that it's large enough that should you need to get in there and clean, oh yeah, you can get in there and clean. Here's what the inside of it looks like. The bottom, and over on this side, there's a little pull-out section here with a pad in it. They give you some extra pads. This is where you put the aromatherapy drops. And I'm guessing the heating element for the misting, or the heat that comes off of that, heats that up, and then you get the aromatherapy effect as well. This piece also lifts out, so here's another pad, maybe a filtration pad, and you can get to the atomizer piece to clean that because sometimes that gets limescale on it. So they've designed this very well so you can get in there and clean things out. I know when people leave these, they sometimes get stuff growing in them, they just throw them away, but with this one, so long as it's off season, you don't need it anymore, you can get in, clean everything out, it'll be ready for next year. Also included is a brush for cleaning and a remote control. This not only does on-off, it'll let you adjust the humidity level. Also, there's a sleep mode, the timer, whether you want the hot or cold misting. It's best to use distilled water with these humidifiers. That way you don't get the mineral buildup inside the device. Also, sometimes in mist mode, if you have a lot of minerals in the water, a white powdery stuff sort of gets on things around in the room. So I have got purified water. I'm hoping I plugged up everything I disconnected, so when I pour the water in the top, it doesn't just pour out the bottom. Not coming out on me. You do need to put at least 3 liters of water in it to start it up, and I've got a gallon here, so it's about 4 liters. At the highest speed and with the heat setting on, this can put about ½ a liter of moisture into the air of a room per hour. I think I've put that on snugly. Oh, it's a little unwieldy at this weight, and this is not completely full. No, I didn't do it quite right. This little piece right here is the valve that keeps it closed and that lets water in when it releases with a little mechanism here. So far, so good. Okay. Oh, maybe I put my hand on it when I was flipping it over, and so I pushed the spring in and released it. That may be on me. Oh, it is heavy, though. Okay. We got bubbles going. Yeah, and it's pushed that little piece up, so the water is going down into the atomizing chamber. I'm guessing that's what's going on. It looks like a water cooler here. Nothing's coming out on the table. We're good. Okay. Going to plug it in. Going to dry off the plug and then plug it in. So we've got lights here on the front. Let me see what it says. It's estimating the current humidity at 46% in the room, which isn't bad, but I'd like it about 55%, and I want to see how long it will take for a small room like this to increase the humidity those 9 or 10 points. Should put the top back on. On button. Oh wow, instant humidification. We've got 2 little movable pieces, so you can have it come out in any combination you like of directions. It's now giving me 42% humidity, so I'm guessing it's updated since then. Now we can set the humidity 30, 35, 40. This is what you'd like the humidity in the room to be. So let's go for 55. And to speed it up, I've already got it on the highest misting speed. I'm going to add heat. And there's 3 layers of heat, I think. 3 levels of heat. That's should be a warm mist coming out here very shortly. There's a timer and sleep mode. I'll show you a little later. Oh, we got some nice mist coming out now. I'll show you that a little later. Right now I want to see, it is just noon, how long it takes to get this up to 55% humidity in this small bedroom. I'll check back in a few minutes. We'll see if when it gets to 55%, it should actually go into standby mode, and then it'll continue to monitor the humidity. Once it falls below what I have it set for, it'll come back on and pick up and then raise humidity back to that. So it's kind of like a thermostat for humidity. That took just about as much time as my lunch, about half an hour. You can see now it's down to 52%, so I'm guessing it's within a 5% range. So I'm guessing once it gets down to 50%, it'll bump it back up to 55%. For comparison, here's my humidity gauge, and it's showing 54% here in the room. This is showing 52%, so pretty close. Temperature about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Just kicked back on. Let's see what percentage it shows right now. 50%. So yes, when it gets down 5%, then it will pop back on until it gets it back up. I'm assuming it shuts off right at 55. Let me try turning the timer on now. It can go from 1 hour to 12 hours. 1. Yep, went through the number of hours. Leave the timer off. Now let's try sleep mode. It's got 3 Z's. And so you can see the LED screen has gone off. You don't have that light bothering you while you're trying to sleep. And it goes into an ultra quiet mode. I think it's 37 decibels, so that doesn't disturb you in your sleep either. Well, this humidifier by Elechomes has done a very good job of humidifying this small room quickly. I'm going to try it out later in our living room, which is about 20 feet by 20 feet with really high ceilings. Really ought to give it a workout to try and humidify that room. If you have any questions about it, ask me in the comments down below this video, and I'll see you on the next review.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At EpicReviewGuys, we give stuff a try. What does the fox buy? Nobody knows.